Bree Moss. I am going to help Swan out today and show you the embroidery function of how to use a sewing machine that also has an embroidery carriage. And I personally have a Baby Lock Sophia 2, and this is the Brother LB6800. And the two machines are made essentially in the same factory, so all the software and parts are the same. So I'm going to show you how to use this. When you get a machine, it typically comes stock like this. So it comes with the J-foot. This is for any type of sewing, basic sewing. To pop this off, you press the little lever in the back and it drops down. Same thing if you want to put it on, you have to click on this in the back. So you press the lever in and then it adheres. So first things first, we get this off. And we get started on taking this apart as well. So there's a screw here, it's a big silver screw, and this helps keep the presser foot in place. When you unscrew it, this just drops down. And remember, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So you just screw it gently to the left, this pops down, and then you put this aside because you will not be using that in embroidery. You have to get the embroidery foot, which looks like this. This is a Q piece. And this part clamps onto the section with the screw, where the screws into the machine. So you make sure that this is on properly. So I know it's on properly because it has a very good connection with the screw that comes down, and I'm just going to tighten it with the silver screw, tightening because it's loose. So you want to make it as tight as possible with your hands, and then you always take the screwdriver, and you can use any kind of screwdriver, and if you don't have a screwdriver, you can use a quarter. So, and then you just tighten it to the right. So for the needle, you want to make sure that you're using an embroidery needle. This is an embroidery needle and it's 7511. It comes stock with the machine. So when you look at the needle, there's a flat section, right? Here's the flat section, and then the rest is very round. So the flat section has to be facing the back. So you pop this in. I pop this into the hole, right like that. And then this has to be facing the back, and it goes right into where it says 6 on the machine. So what I do is I have to get this in there. Okay, it's in, but it's not tight. So first you have to use the black little screw right here to tighten it. So you just come in, you tighten it, it's pretty tight. And then last thing, you always have to use the screwdriver and make sure that it's very tight. The reason why this has to be very tight is because of the movement of the machine. When you start embroidering, this will be coming up and down very, very quickly. And if any of these parts are loose, you can damage your actual machine. So you always want to double check that everything is in perfectly and tight. And next thing is winding the bobbin. This slides out easily. You just push it and it slides out. Here's the embroidery carriage. And this is all while the machine is turned off. Pop this in, it clicks. Okay, looks good. Now we can turn on the machine. The carriage of the embroidery unit will move. Okay, perfect. Since we need bobbin, I'm going to show you how to do the bobbin. You put the bobbin right here, and for embroidery, you're going to use polyester thread. So this is 100% polyester, made in Japan. And this comes with any embroidery machine that you purchase. So you put this on the spool, cap on, one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the hole, and you cut it, and then you push it to the side. And it stopped. So we press stop. To get this off, you push it over, pop this off, and you can use the cutter right here. Cut it, you're good. And then everything else, you always want to cut everything directly from here. Pull this off, and then take out the other string and throw it away. And that's how to wind up the bobbin. So now we have a fabric, and we have medium weight, and it's still, you can tear it, but it's pretty strong for what it is. So here you go. This is called the hoop. So the biggest type of embroidery design that you can get inside this hoop is 4 by 4 inches. So make sure if you do purchase any type of thing on the internet, it has to be under 4 by 4 to fit this machine's hoop. Okay, so this is where it's going to go inside the machine, and on it, it has 2 little arrows facing each other. You want to make sure that you put this in the proper way. So this goes under the actual, both pieces. It goes under the stabilizer and it goes under the fabric. And you have to remember where the arrow is, because this has to come in. So you find it, you tighten it down, you can tug on it gently, and when I mean gently, you don't want to do anything more than gently, because you can tear the actual stabilizer and you can ruin the integrity of the design. Okay, what you are looking for is a taut design. So this is pretty good. I'm very happy with this. And now you can start tightening this. So there's a screw down here, so you start tightening it as much as you can by hand. And then when you can't do anything more by hand, and keep in mind, because these hoops, you will always have some type of bubble right here, but that's normal, so don't get discouraged. And then here you can take the same screw that you did to adjust the foot, and this screw will end up tightening if you use a screwdriver to tighten it. So there's only so much you can do by hand, and then use your little screwdriver to tighten the rest of it. You will have a little tiny bubble here. This is normal and it's okay. So you can do what you want. It's very taut. I'm happy with it. And then you can flip it over and we can stick it into the machine. So this has 2 little knobs. They go right here. This can move the design up as high as it can. So if you're having a difficult time putting this inside the machine, you can just pop this up just slightly and then pop it down. Okay, right here, this has to go inside here, and then you drop them down at the same time. So 1, 2, and then they pop down. And I'm gonna pop this out. Pops out like that, just to show you. So I'm gonna put this in this way. There you go. So now you are ready to start embroidering the fabric. Okay. Your machine comes with certain stock designs under any of the icons in the corner. So click on the icon and you can pick whatever you want, and it will tell you if it's an applique design. Applique is when there's another type of fabric that is embroidered onto a different kind of fabric, and you can pick whichever design you want. So I would like to do this lovebird, and it says that there are 8 different color changes. That's why it says 1/8 red. So you can check all of the colors that you'll need, or you can pick an easier design. And each of the machines comes with a certain type of book. When you get the book that comes with your machine, especially an embroidery machine, it'll show you what all of the designs end up looking like. So if you want to change the colors yourself, you can change them. So under the quick reference guide, you have all of the designs that this machine is able to do. It tells you how long it will take to do it, 25 minutes, 21 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, that's really fast. Or you could do this one, it's 5 minutes. But this is 3 minutes and 8 different colors that you have to put into it. And I am probably going to do number 25, which is the Cupid, because we've already done the Cupid and it looks fantastic. And what did we forget? We forgot to put the bobbin in. So I'm gonna pop this out. To pop this out, there's a little silver disc, and you press it out towards you and then you pop it out. You drop it there gently because you don't want to mess up the hoop when you take it out. And you need to put the bobbin in here. So we've already wound up the bobbin, and you follow the picture. So it has this little round bobbin, and then it says that the thread is going this way. So you put it in like this, and then you wind it around here, and then you cut it. So very gently, you're gonna put it in. Lift this up so you can see what you are doing, and then at the same time you pop them down. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Okay, so we're up to 4 of 70, so go quickly, follow the arrow. Okay, so here's number 25. And it says you only need 2 colors. One is sky blue, which is going to be the color of the actual arrow. And then if you press check color, sky blue and carmine, which is like this reddish color. Okay, let's do a gold instead because the gold comes out beautifully. And let's do a nude color for, actually maybe the red would look good because we're using a very flesh colored fabric. So let's do that. Ready to start? After you have this all threaded, you follow all of the directions. You go from 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. You pull this through, you gently push down the presser foot right there, and then you press start. So when this is done, it cuts the thread on its own. You pick up the presser foot, you cut the thread from up here, you pull the thread out from where the needle is. You always want to do it this way. It wastes more thread, but it saves your machine because all of these have sensors, and if you go against the sensor by like just yanking the thread out, you have problems and the machine will act up. Okay, so you put on the next color, which is what we're going to be using for the little Cupid. And then you press the presser foot down gently, very gently, and then you press start. And I'm going to stop it just briefly because this is going to bother me. And I cut it. And you make sure that the machine is off when you're doing this. And then you can press start again. It will remember where it is in the placement of everything. When the machine tells you that the embroidery design has finished, then you can just press OK and it takes you back to the main screen that you just had done. So I just did the Cupid and here it is on the actual screen. So to pop this out, because keep in mind I'm going to use all 4 of these quadrants. To pop this out, you just come over here, you push this in, and then you pop this up gently, and then drop it down, and move up the presser foot to get it out. And then you can use this to untighten it. Remember, lefty-loosey. So once it's loose enough, you can just pop it out. And this comes off, and here's your design.